welcome back to my channel, The Future Empress. My name is Anna and today we're gonna do a bookshelf reorganization video. So I have had the urge to reorganize my bookshelves for a while now. This is not how I set them up in my new apartment, which we are in. I will do a apartment tour for that sometime in the future. However, today we are gonna tackle the bookshelves. So I originally set them up kind of like in my last bookshelf organization video, which I did in the old apartment. So just after a couple of months I got bored with it and decided that I wanted to reorganize them. However, I didn't have a plan going into it, so I just kind of did them by read and unread, and then my unread I organized by alphabetical order, and then my read books I just organized somehow by genre. I knew when I was done with them that I wasn't satisfied with them and I wanted to organize them again in the future. I just wanted to wait until Christmas and New Year's were over so I could start with like a new start, a fresh start, going into the year with new bookshelves. And that's today. So today we're gonna tackle this project. Again, I don't really have a plan because I have two ways that I can go in. I'm gonna start off by the one that I'm not sure about because I've never tried it before, and that is organizing them by height. I'm gonna see if I like it. I've been very inspired by Chloe's bookshelves and Augustus's bookshelf. They are just stunning to look at, and they're primarily organized by height. A lot of other booktubers also organize their books by height, like Jessie the Reader and so many more. I've never done that because I actually quite like the look of the mishap of shapes on my shelves. However, I just want to try something new, so I'm gonna try and organize them by height and see if I like it. And if I don't, I'm gonna organize them by color. So at the end of this video, we're gonna have a satisfying bookshelf to look at or a satisfying rainbow to look at. So I'm gonna leave you over to the time lapse now.
Macmillan Audio presents Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzalez. Read for you by Barry Krynick.
So I started off by taking all my knickknacks off the shelves and putting it in this basket. I have a lot of stuff, so this took a while. Here you can see me just having no idea because it looked so overwhelming. But I started to try to organize them by height. Maybe it would have been better to take them all off at once because, as you can see later in this video, I'm going to be struggling a lot in the beginning because I couldn't see the vision, and the more I got into it, it was harder to see that vision. I'm just taking random stuff on random shelves and putting them some random place. No organizing method at all in my brain at this moment. The pile of books stacked beside my bookshelves are actually like the smaller paperbacks that I own, which is, I think, the height that I own the most book in. So yeah, now here I am trying to take all the graphic novels and comics and all those kind of books off my shelves, because they were kind of disrupting the height organization, because graphic novels have so different heights in them that I just decided to have them on one shelf together and not try to fit them in between the other books. Another moment where I'm just staring at my bookshelves. I honestly look like a penguin walking around. It's so funny and comical to watch now. And here I'm just putting all my Rick Riordan on one shelf together because I own them in mostly the same height. And that penguin walk, oh my god. Honestly, I was running out of steam at this point, so I ended up actually taking a break for a couple of hours to try to finding the vision again. It was also getting dark and I had to eat dinner and everything felt against me because I did not like how it was turning out at this point. I thought it was ugly. Now I'm just organizing the smaller paperbacks that I own into either color or genre or something that I might think would look good together. So I'm organizing my whites and my blacks and my reds, and then creating a stack for like a potential rainbow shelf. I didn't have enough white books in this size, so I decided to put my reddish books on it as well, because a lot of the white books had like red text or something. And this is one of the few bookshelves that I made that I did not relocate. And here I'm trying to make that rainbow shelf. However, I ended up actually moving this a couple of shelves down. Here I'm just putting my tall hardbacks together that is like a dark blue sci-fi-ish. This shelf actually ended up changing quite a bit. I started putting all my black books together, and then I don't know why, but I brought Sarah J Maas's books as well, even though they're white. I ended up changing this one quite a lot. Now this shelf was actually hardbacks that didn't fit with other hardbacks, so they aren't quite exactly the same height. However, I tried to make it work because these were just the leftovers of oddly sized hardbacks.
And then we have the blue shelf. This is primarily darker paperbacks and blue paperbacks. And of course, I ended up moving this one as well. And I was really struggling here, as you might be able to hear. The books really were trying to outrun me. And then I'm trying again with that black shelf, which I of course ended up moving over 3 bookshelves actually. And then we have my leftover of the small paperbacks. It didn't quite actually go together, but I made it work. I was impatient, so I actually started putting on some of my knickknacks to see how it would look. And now we on to the next day. And here I'm actually just placing my knickknacks back on the shelves. So this is a Blood and Honey tarot cards that I got from Fairy Loot. I just wanted to show them off because they're so stunning and I rarely get the chance to actually show them off. I just love them so much. They're so freaking stunning. The artwork is... I didn't end up filming the last tweaks that I did last night. I ended up facing some of the covers front because I wasn't quite happy with them yet and I knew something was off, and then I realized that I had no covers facing the front, and then I did that with a lot of the shelves and it clicked, and I was very happy with how they turned out. And that's the last item. My Cassandra Clare shelf, I did not film that part, but I was struggling so hard to get it done. And also my Christmas shelf, I didn't want to separate my Christmas books. And here's the rest of the Cassandra Clare shelf. I have her books in so different editions, different paperbacks, different hardbacks, so it was so hard to actually have to separate them. But yeah, most of my series are actually stacked together on the shelves.
And with that, my shelves are done. I'm actually quite happy with how they ended up turning out. I wasn't quite sure halfway through, which I spoke about, but I'm glad that I powered through and got these finishing results. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep them this way, but I feel like I'm ready for the new year now. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and see you next time. Bye!